Hey guys, this is Ricky from Vitality again. What is today? Today is Tuesday, August 13th. And I just want to share with you an interesting conversation that I just had with a coworker. They were asking me all kinds of questions because they know I'm kind of the health fanatic. They were asking me about testosterone. This guy, he went to dinner with a bunch of his old high school buddies, and they're all talking about their testosterone levels. And so I just thought I'd jump on here because there seems to be a lot of questions about testosterone. And so I thought I'd talk about testosterone levels, how they've changed over the years, and things like that. So, first of all, I'm not to be a conspiracy theorist, but the insurance, the numbers, the acceptable levels, like the normal levels of testosterone have changed over the years because of insurance companies. They used to allow a much higher level. Now think about this range. You don't need to understand testosterone to understand this range. The current range I'm seeing with lab tests and what doctors will prescribe for, they're calling the normal range for free testosterone between 250 to 900. I've also seen that number go down to 700. So just in the past 2 years that I've been watching this, insurance normal range that they'll cover testosterone is 350 to 900, but just in the past 2 years they lowered the top number to 700, okay? And I've seen one company lower the 350 down to 250. So if your testosterone is in the 250 or above, they're calling that normal. Okay, that's a huge range. That's like saying the poverty level is from $25,000 to $75,000. Like, that's a huge range. And your lifestyle is incredibly different if you make $25,000 versus $50,000 or $60,000. So they're just telling you, and sorry about any background noise, I'm out in a parking lot walking around the warehouse. So they're telling you that a guy that makes $25,000 is going to be just as normal as a guy that makes $60,000. Like, their lifestyle is going to be the same and acceptable. I hope the wind's not catching on this microphone. So, that's crazy when you think about it. Now, I don't know about you. I don't want to be in low normal. I want to be in high optimal, especially when we're talking about my health. So, just sort of think about that for a minute. Think about that implication of that range, that huge range. Now, years ago, let's go back to the 50s. An acceptable range for testosterone was like 600 to 1500. Why is it getting so low now that it's acceptable? It's because insurance doesn't want to cover it. So I'm going to tell you all the things testosterone does. This is not just about sexual health. This is about mental health, depression, drive. All of those things are affected by testosterone. So if you just sort of think about that and think about all those things, drive, energy. When's the last time you wanted to do a hobby? Your testosterone might be low. When you go and work out and you exercise, do you come home and just feel like a couch potato, like you just want to sit on the couch? Or do you have that good muscle tired feeling where you're like glad you worked out? It's a good tired. Or are you just totally wiped out, right? That might be low testosterone. And your ability to deal with stress. So some people will tell you if you get your testosterone that you're going to have roid rage, that you're going to be all crazy because of testosterone. That's simply not true. You would have to have a lot of testosterone. And I'm going to tell you your range can be between 800 and 1500, and you're just going to feel lots better. It's not necessarily going to give you any kind of rage or anything like that. So let's talk about that for a minute. My own story, my own case was my testosterone was around 250. And before I got it tested from my regular doctor, I didn't go to a hormone specialist. I just went to my regular family doctor. And you know how they ask you, what are you on? And I said, well, I'm on testosterone. And he goes, why? Where'd you get it? And I said, a hormone doctor. I was on a cream at the time. And he says, you don't need to be on that. Those hormone doctors just will prescribe anything to anyone. And I'm like, no, this changed my life. I was depressed and I'm feeling good now. He's like, well, I'll make you a deal. I'll test it while you're on this testosterone cream. And if it really is low, I'll let you stay on it. Isn't that kind of him? And what happened next is he went and got the test while I was on the cream. I'm going to turn this way so you can see my face better. I'm in the shadows. So I went and got the test while I was on the cream, and I was still low, even while on the cream. I was clinically low still, under 300. And he goes, wow, this surprises me. You really are low on testosterone. And he put me on an injection. So my regular doctor switched me to an injection. I've since doubled that injection by talking to different doctors. I'm in a totally safe range. I'm below 1,500, but I'm right about 1,000, which he used to freak out when I got to 600 or 700. He's like, oh, it's too much. You're going to go crazy, right? But I will tell you, and my wife will tell you, I became a better dad. Because when dealing with my kids, I wasn't on my last nerve. I had extra. You can't keep giving from an empty cup. You have to have a cup of overflow. So here's what I'm telling you. Get your testosterone tested. If you are anywhere below 500, I would say you need to be on testosterone, some kind of testosterone, either a cream or an injection. It's super easy, and it will change your life. It might take it about a month to kick in. About a month, you'll start to feel it emotionally. In about 2-3 months, you'll feel it physically. And you might need to be on it the rest of your life. Some people say, oh, well, yeah, I don't want my body to stop making testosterone. Then I'm going to be on it the rest of my life. Your body's not making it now, man. So there's the deal. Like, you're afraid to go on testosterone because your body might not make testosterone. But your body right now isn't making enough testosterone. So there's the deal. That's my advice to you, is get your lab work done, get your testosterone checked. Most insurance companies will cover it. And then if you really are low, if you're below 500, you're probably okay. But I would say, if you're hitting 400, 300, optimal, like 800, depends on how old you are. But I want to be at 1,000, 1,200. That's where I feel great. Okay? And injection is once a week. You're not doing it every day. Maybe once every 2 weeks. But if the doctor told me to be on a certain amount, I would split it and do it every week. I don't want to wait 2 weeks. So I'd get it in, get the same amount, but do it in 2 doses instead of 1. And that's it. That's my advice on testosterone. Hope this helps. Enjoy.